kettlebell in your body. Based on the equipment that you have with you, I would suggest grabbing a heavy and a light kettlebell if you can. If you don't have any kettlebells available to you, you can substitute a dumbbell for these moves. It's going to be up to you. I'm only going to suggest using the lighter kettlebell for a couple of the moves. The rest is going to be your choice. If you want to go a little bit heavier for a move or a little bit lighter for a move, that's on you. So starting off with our warm-up, drawing big circles with our arms. So today's workout, we're going to do 3 blocks. Now pull those circles backwards. We're going to start standing. Our middle block is going to be on the ground, and then our last block is going to be standing. Hug your right arm, rotate to the left. I also decided that during these videos, switch sides. Today is the last one that I'm going to be doing some warm-up moves before we go into the workout. So I'm going to trust that when you do these workouts that you do your own warm-up, face forward, alternating front lunge, get deep. So yeah, after today, all the virtual classes that I do, it's on you to do your warm-up to get your body moving before we go into the workout. And now we're going to go into squats with side kicks. So open up your stance just a little bit. Squat, kick out to the side. Alternate what side you're kicking out to. Just trying to get our blood flowing right now. Not going crazy with it. And let's come down to the ground into a plank. Start to tap your shoulders. Bring your right leg in, plant it down on the outside of your right hand, sink deep into it. Again, modification here, if mobility on this one's getting you, let your left knee rest on the ground and just sink your body weight into it. Switch sides. Let's bring it back up to standing. We're going to start to loosen up our legs just a little bit more. Bring your right foot up. Keep everything still except your toes. Draw circles with your toes. Whatever direction you're going, change it now. Now we're going to draw big circles with our heels. Try to keep your knee locked in place. And bring it back. And now we're drawing big circles with our knees, trying to keep our hips in place. So let your hips open up here. And bring it back. Let's go through and get all these moves on the other side now. So balance on your right leg, left foot up. Drawing circles with your toes. And change direction. Then we're going to be drawing circles with our heels. Change direction. change direction. If you're just now joining, the only equipment we need today is a kettlebell. I suggest going one heavy, one light, if you have it available to you. Again, no kettlebell, grab yourself a dumbbell to use as a modification. Coming to our torture book. I know I've said this before, I'm going to do these moves under the assumption that you know the kettlebell basics. So knowing that you know how to swing and knowing that you know how to rack. I'm not adding any snatches in today, but we are going to be doing several different variations of the clean, and we are doing several different variations of a swing. So if you're not comfortable doing these moves, don't do them, please. I'll give you some modifications if you message me after on how you can do these moves that'll fit your fitness level. We are going to go on my normal timing schedule. We're doing 45 seconds on, 15 seconds for me to explain the next move to you. Our first move, we're gonna be loaded up in our right hand. Nope, I lied. We're gonna get a two-hand grip. I like the goblet hold for this. You can do bottoms up if you want, whatever's comfortable for you. When the timer goes, your right leg only is going to be moving. Make sure that you know where all of your equipment is at right now so you don't step on it. We're going to do a right leg curtsy. We're going to come up. We're going to push the kettlebell to the front. And then right leg lateral lunge. Every time you come up, extend your arms. So right leg curtsy, extend, right leg lateral lunge, extend. Let me grab the timer. As soon as I say go, right leg moves only. We are going in less than 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Right leg curtsy. As you come up, push it away. Right leg lateral lunge. Get as low as mobility allows. Bring it back up. Push it away. Curtsy. Extend. Lateral lunge. Extend. Keep this going. When you're pushing out to the front, make sure you're not taking that tension in your back. If you feel any tension in your lumbar, just push out halfway. You have 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1. Start off with your kettlebell in your right hand. Right leg is going to be back. We're going to stay static in our single leg deadlift. So we're going to hinge forward. We're going to do little plyo rows, back and forth. So as you're here, right leg back, you're not letting your hips rotate up. You're trying to stabilize as you row back and forth. In 3, 2, 1. Stay in your hinge. Row back and forth. If you are not comfortable with the catch and release, just do a right arm row. We'll get the other side later. If you drop this on your toes, we got to do this workout over again. Keep it going. Bring that hand all the way to your body, so get a good power from the bottom as you switch hands. 10 seconds. We're going to get a two-hand grip on our kettlebell next. 3, 2, 1. Two-hand grip. You're thinking squat, not hinge. 3 pulses down. Down. 2, 3. Little jump. We're going in 5, 2, 1, and pulse. 2, 3, little jump. Land soft into the next one. You know the rules. If you're not jumping, get up onto your tippy toes and pause for a few seconds. Make sure you're getting low. If you can, tap your kettlebell to the ground with all of those pulses. You have about 15 seconds left here, enough to get a few more in. We're going to go into our right hand in 10 seconds. We're going to leave our legs alone. 2, 1, right hand. We're going to keep it at the center of your body. We're not squatting on here, but you can use your legs a little bit if you want. We're doing right hand high pulls. Bring that elbow up high. Control it back down. Going in 3, 2, 1. Begin. You want to get that power from the bottom, so use your legs just a little bit. Elbow comes up high. You're thinking about starting a lawnmower and then controlling it back down. So power up, elbow high, control down. We have another move that's technically a little bit hard in the actual movement coming up next. 10 seconds here. We're going to stay in our right hand. 3, 2, 1, and you're going to rack it in your right hand. We're going to do a circle clean. So from our rack, we're going to pivot just a little bit. We're going to push it to the left. Re-rack. So you're drawing a big circle. Then we're going to press and windmill. A lot going on here. Re-rack. So circle, rack, press, and windmill. And repeat. Let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Push it to the left. Big swoop, rack, press, and windmill. Bring it all the way back down. I know that there's a lot going on with this move. And again, I am trusting that you know enough of the basics to do this one safely. We've done enough workouts together that you should know some modifications. If you're not going to do that circle clean, do a regular swing and clean. You can even do it without the swing if you're not comfortable with the swing. So you can just tap it to the ground, rack it, press and windmill. But if you can, get that circle in. Last 3, 2, 1, and 2-hand grip. We're hitting our triceps now, so lock your biceps to your ears, push up to the ceiling. We're going in 3, 2, 1, tricep press, begin. Keep your core strong here. Again, make sure you're not taking any tension in your back, so you're not pushing your hips forward, you're not leaning your shoulders back. I don't care how you're holding your kettlebell, as long as you're not hitting yourself in the head with it. And you're trying to get as low as mobility allows before you push it back up. We've got about 10 more seconds here. We're going to go through some of our moves on the other side now. 3, 2, 1, and 2-hand grip on your belt. Left leg moves. Curtsy. Press it away. Lateral lunge. Press it away. Every time you come up, arms fully extend. Going in 3, 2, 1. Left leg curtsy. Up to standing. Press it away. Left leg lateral lunge. Get deep into it. Stand up. Push it away. Try not to forget what I was saying on that first round. We're keeping our back safe and we're keeping our back strong right now. If you feel it in a negative way when you extend your arms, just go out halfway. So make your shoulders work a little bit for it, but don't compromise your back. Three, two, one. We're going to go into our plyo row. So start off in your left hand, left leg back, row back and forth. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Plyo rows, begin. Make sure you're coming up with some power to switch hands. Make sure your arm fully extends as you go down. So arm is fully lengthening before you start your next row. Hips are stable, and you're not letting your left hip tilt up at all. We have 2 moves left on our first block. 15 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go into some forward hopping swings. Based on your movement, again, just make sure you know your surroundings. Make sure that you're not going to run into anything or throw your kettlebell at anything. When I do this, it's usually 3 little hops forward, and then I'll lunge back once with each leg. So once you find your rhythm, every time the kettlebell is weightless, hop forward, 2, 3, catch it, step back with each leg, and then repeat. So 3 little hops forward, 2 back lunges, 1 lunge with each leg. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and swing. Little hop forward, 2, 3, rack it. Big step back, big step back. You should be starting in the same place. If you notice that you're shifting around too much, either change the distance of your hop or the number of your hops. So you want your starting position to be the same every time, that way you're not running into anything or anyone. Let's give it about 15 seconds here. 1 move left. Last 3, 2, 1, and last move on our first block. We're going to stay low in our squat. So our starting position, the kettlebell is going to be on the ground, but our legs are loaded. We're going to come up to our goblet, tap it back down. So a little power pull from the bottom, tuck your elbows underneath, set it back down to the ground. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and load up. Hold your squat. Hands go from the top of the bell to the sides. Drop it back down, tap the ground. Quads should be loaded. Lower back should be safe and strong. Power from the bottom. So don't try to muscle it up and then tuck one elbow underneath at a time. Nice, good pull. Elbows tuck underneath. Grab it by the horns. Grab it by the top. We have about 10 seconds left here. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell down. Good job, everybody. Keep your bodies moving, get something to drink. This is bringing us to our ground round. So the next block, we're going to be on the ground. I hope you have a mat or a carpet or something. We have quite a bit of planks in here. Not too many. I don't think as many as last time. But we do have some more technically difficult moves. We're going to be doing our first move. See if there's anything else I need to talk about. I think this is the only one I really need to focus on as far as the movement goes. We're going to be doing a small section of the Turkish get-up, so if you are familiar with the get-up, then this one should, at least the movement should be a little bit familiar to you. We're going to be doing our kick through to knee. So we're going to start off in our right hand, right leg forward. So my left knee is completely on the ground. I'm keeping my kettlebell hand to the ceiling. This is going to be one of the moves. I suggest using your lighter kettlebell if you have multiples. If you've never done a Turkish get-up, try this without any weight at all. Just empty hand, right hand up to the ceiling until you get used to it. And if you feel comfortable adding some weight, more power to you. Otherwise, this move, from the kneeling position, your left hand is going to find the ground. Right leg is going to kick through. You're going to flex your glutes. You're going to get your hips up high. You're going to drag your left leg back through and come all the way up. So left hand to the ground, left leg kicks through, flex your butt, bring it back, come all the way up. So again, if you're familiar with the Turkish get-up, you know this one's right in the middle of the entire move. If you're not used to doing this, please try it with no weight at all. And then if you're feeling comfortable after 2 repetitions or so, pick up your light kettlebell. Let's go in 10 seconds. So right foot is forward, right hand to the ceiling. Going in 3, 2, 1. Left hand finds the ground. Left leg kicks through. Flex your butt. Get your hips up high. Drag your left leg back through. Plant your knee down. Flex your obliques to get back up. So ground. Kick through. Pull back. Shoulders up. We have another rough one coming up next. I was laughing to myself when I was writing this workout out because I know a lot of you are going to start cursing me in just a second here. We have about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and I definitely recommend using your light kettlebell on this one as well. We're going to go into a forearm plank. For those of you who did the last kettlebell class with me, do not worry, this isn't the body saw. We are going to start off in a side plank. So the kettlebell is going to stay racked. You are going to have to move your elbow in a way that you might not be used to. Left forearm on the ground. Wide stance with your feet. You're going to be up on your side with your elbow tucked in. You're going to bring your shoulders parallel to the ground and then rotate back up. So right shoulder drops down and then bring it back up to the ceiling. You're moving slow. Again, it's much easier for me if I'm resting on my left forearm, so I'm not doing a plank on my palm. I've got my left forearm down. I'm going to rotate up and rotate down. Let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders rotate down. Shoulders rotate back up. This is a weird one. When you're coming down, you have to keep your elbow up to keep it racked. So the elbow is going to be doing a little bit of movement as you're rotating your shoulders. As you bring that shoulder down, you're focusing on just making sure you're breathing. Pause for a second, rotate back up. That side plank is going to be your resting time. We're going to roll over onto our backs. We have some sit-ups coming up next. Last 3, 2, 1, and we're going to get a 2-hand grip on our kettlebell. I'm going to do this one facing the opposite way so you can see the move. We're going to lean all the way back. We're going to lay down. We're going to tap the kettlebell on the ground. Don't ruin your floor. So just a little gentle tap. You're going to use the momentum of the kettlebell to sit back up. Tap it down to the side. So overhead to the other side. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Tap overhead. Tap to the side. Back and forth. Just a little bit of a mix between a sit-up and a Russian twist. So get that rotation every time you come up. We're going to flip back over into a plank in just a moment. You have 10 seconds left here. For this one, I'm going to have you tip your kettlebell onto the ground. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to get both hands on the kettlebell. So we're going to be doing a very narrow gripped push-up. If you need to do this on your knees, that's fine. If you're doing this in the full push-up position, every time you extend your arms, you're going to drag a leg up through the center like a mountain climber. So when the timer goes, hands on, get low, push up, knee comes up through the center, switch hands. Going in 3, 2, 1, push up. So you have a narrow grip, you got your triceps working here, you got your chest working here. Make sure you're not letting your butt go too high up into the air. If you're really struggling on this one, drop down to your knees. If you aren't comfortable doing the push-up, and comfort, you know, is a relative term when it comes to working out. If you're feeling a soreness that you shouldn't be feeling, other than the regular working out sucks, you can either go the kneeling push-ups or just do mountain climbers right now. Keep your core working on this one. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to come back to our kneeling position. Now we're in our left hand, left foot forward. We're going to keep our left hand up to the ceiling. Our right hand is going to find the ground. Our right leg is going to kick through. Get those hips up high. Pull it back. Bring the shoulders out. 3, 2, 1, and right hand to the ground. Right leg kicks through. Flex your butt. Pull it back. Flex your obliques. Bring your shoulders back up. Keep it going. We're more than halfway through our ground round. We have 4 moves left. I know that you're all very, very excited for that pivoting side plank coming up next. You have 15 seconds here. We're going to load up into our left hand. We're going to go into our side plank in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right kettlebell. Right forearm on the ground. Shoulders, left shoulder to the ceiling, and bring it parallel to the ground. Going in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Again, focus on moving slow. I know it's kind of an uncomfortable grip when you bring your shoulders parallel to the ground. Make sure your thumb is up into the corner of your handle. That's going to take some of the pressure from the bell beating on your forearm. You have an entire 15 seconds left here. I know this one feels like it's going by a lot faster than the last one. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and we're not even going to touch the kettlebell for this next one. Set it down in front of you. Go into a plank. From your full plank position, you want it right underneath your chin, but you're going to be off to the side. You're going to walk your hands back, and then walk forward to the other side. So you're going to be drawing a little V around your kettlebell. We're going in 5, 3, 2, 1, and walk your hands back. This back position should look like a beast. So you should have your hips low, knees about an inch off the ground, and then walk out to the other side. Again, focus on keeping your hips low. As your hands walk back, you should feel some tension loading up into your quads. Get full into a plank on each side of the kettlebell. This is going to bring us to our last 2 moves. You have 10 seconds left here. We're going to get a 2-hand grip on the kettlebell. Last 3, 2, 1, and 2-hand grip on your kettlebell. We're going to lay all the way down on our back. We're going to keep that kettlebell right above. Legs fully extended. Extend out. Push up to the ceiling. We are going in 5 seconds. Little leg lifts. 3, 2, 1. Keep your lower back strong. Bring your heels just above the ground. And then push your feet as high to the ceiling as you can. If this is too easy, and if you're not afraid of dropping that kettlebell on yourself, feel free to add a little bit of a hip rotation every time you come up. But try to focus the negative. So focus on going slow as you bring your legs back down. You have about 15 seconds left here. We have 1 more move, and we're going to go into our final block. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go into our rollover twist. So you're going to start. We're doing 1 roll in each direction. Doesn't matter what side you're starting on. If it's to my right hip, I'm going to keep my shoulders back, so you're thinking Russian twist here. You're going to set it down on the other side. You're going to roll over, and then set it down on the other side. Then you get to bring it back. So over, 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 reverse it all. 1, 2, and 3. And begin. So, kettlebell over you, you over the kettlebell, kettlebell over you. Bring it all back. 1, 2, and 3. Keep it going. Again, this is the last section of block number 2. We have 10 more moves that we need to get through that are going to be standing. You have 15 seconds left here. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell down. You're focusing on breathing right now. Get something to drink. We're going to shorten up the rounds just a little bit. We're going to power through the end of this workout. We have 10 more moves to get through, and then we're done. We do have some more moves that are difficult on a technical level here, so please pay attention. Do what you can, modify what you need to. Our first move, we do have to do twice because we're going to hit it on each side, but this is the only one I really want to talk to you about while we're breathing. So this is one that I would recommend a lighter kettlebell unless you've done this with me before. We're going to be doing an across the body swing. So we're going to be in our right hand, and we're going to have a narrow stance with our legs. If you have a wide stance, you're going to throw off your rhythm, and you're going to run the risk of smacking your knee. So we're going to be racked in our right hand, with our feet together. We're going to go across the body, so I'm going to push the kettlebell away to my left hip. As I bring it back up, I'm not going to rack it, I'm going to catch it, so I'm going to do what's called a bowler catch. So as I come up, I'm going to have my left hand on the globe. My left leg is going to step back. I'm going to rotate to the right. Yes, that is a lot that's going into one move. So from here, push it away. Across the body, rack, and rotate. So you're loading up into a back lunge with your left leg. You're going to rotate to the right. You're going to stand back up, feet together. Push it off to the side. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Right hand, push it to the left. Catch it. Left leg back. And rotate. Reset. Cross the body. Catch and rotate. We're dropping the time down a little bit on this one, just by 5 seconds. You're welcome. You have about 15 seconds left here. I'm going to suggest sticking to your lighter kettlebell for this next one too. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and right hand, bottoms up hold. Get that elbow to about 90 degrees, so try not to tuck it into your ribs. We're going to do a slow march. We're going in 3, 2, 1, bottoms up. Give yourself a couple seconds every time the knee is up. Try not to let your shoulders rotate out, lean off to the sides every time you pick a leg up. So you really want to feel it in your core as your shoulders having to stabilize the entire time. We're going to stay in our right hand for one more move. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and for this move, please base this on the kettlebell that you have. If you're using a small kettlebell that has a small base, you really need to make sure that it's loaded properly onto the ground before you put weight onto it. We're going to be doing a right hand row, and then we're going to set it down to the ground, and we're going to hop out like we're doing a burpee. So you're going to hinge forward, kettlebells on the ground, hips back, strong lower back, right hand row. Set it down, left hand to the ground, feet out. If you want to add a push-up, you're welcome to, then load back up into your next row. Make sure that your body's completely set before you try to pick up your kettlebell again. We are going in 3, 2, 1, hinge forward, row. Set it down, feet out into your burpee, bring it all the way back up. If you feel that your kettlebell is too unstable, if you think you're going to roll your wrist when you set it down, same move, row, set it down, and then just do a regular burpee move before you go to pick it back up. 15 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell down between your feet. We're going to do our split lunge clean. So get it right between your ankles. One leg back, load up into a lunge, rack it, set it down, hop and switch, rack, set it down, hop and switch. In 3, 2, 1. Whatever leg goes back, that's the hand that picks it up. You're making sure that you are not kicking your kettlebell when you do that little hop exchange. Try to keep your shoulders up high while you do this, so you're not letting your shoulders dip forward to pick it up. You're forcing yourself to get lower into your lunge before you rack it. Let's give it 15 more seconds here. We're going to leave our legs alone. We're going to let our heart rate come down. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and slow and control. Just doing bicep curls. 2-hand grip on your kettlebell. Elbows stay locked to your sides. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and curl. Nice and slow. Make sure your wrists are strong. Again, I don't care if you have your goblet hold on it or bottoms up. If you're doing bottoms up, I've had a lot of people who point their wrist down at the bottom. They're like, oh, that kind of hurts my wrists. You can keep it nice and rigid. Just focus on flexing your triceps at the bottom. 10 seconds. We're going to go into our across the body swing on the left. 2, 1. Narrow stance. Kettlebells in your left hand. You're going to swing it to the right. You're going to catch. Right leg back. Rotate to the left. Push back into your swing. We are going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Push it to the right. Right leg back. Rotate to the left. We have 4 moves left. And then we're done. We're almost at the end of the workout here. This is going to bring us into our left hand bottoms up march. You're coming on to your last 10 seconds here. You're still making sure you've got a narrow stance. You're not smacking your knees. 3, 2, 1. Left hand, bottoms up. Keep that elbow high. Slow march. We are going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Bottoms up. Left hand, slow march. Make sure you've got an eye on your kettlebell. Make sure it's not going to wobble over and smack you in the cheek. This is going to bring us into our burpee rows in our left hand. You have 10 seconds here. We're going to hinge at the hips. 5, 3, 2, 1. Hinge at the hips. Row. Set it down. Feet out. Push up if you can. Body's reloaded before you pick it up again. In 3, 2, 1. Strong back. Hinge forward. Row. Set it down. Feet out. Feet in. Load up your body. Start it over. Our last 2 moves in today's workout are going to be 2-hand grip. We're going to get the kettlebell loaded up to our body for our next move, and we're just going to hold it there in whatever grip that you want. So 2-hand, just keep it at your chest. On your last 5, 3, 2, 1, and hold that kettlebell to your chest. You're going to go wide stance. You're going to pivot. You're going to tap the knee to the ground. You're going to keep your hips low. So you're going to load up into a squat. Pivot, tap your other knee to the ground. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So tap a knee down. Face forward. Tap the other knee down. You're not putting any weight on the knee that touches the ground. You're just a little tap on the ground. Keep your hips low as you rotate back and forth. Try to let your feet rotate completely with you in each position that you're in. 10 seconds and we're coming on to our last move. 3, 2, 1, and final move of the day. We're going to get a two-hand grip. We are going to swing. We are going to catch in the goblet. So like we were doing earlier, the hands have to go from the top to the side. When we catch in our goblet, we're going to squat and then jump as high as we can and essentially land into a second squat. And then we get to push it away and start all over. So from the side, swing, catch, squat, and jump. Push it away. So I'm grabbing by the top when I push it away. Swing, catch, squat, and jump. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Push it away. Swing, goblet, squat, jump, squat, push it away and repeat. This is the last move. Make sure your body's staying strong here. So you do not land with rigid legs. You're being nice to your knees. Your lower back is staying strong, especially during this swing. I'm getting so fatigued just teaching this, I almost said especially. You've got about 10 seconds left here. Last 3, 2, 1, and kettlebells safely off to the side. Let that breath come down. Thank you so much for sticking through with me, for sacrificing some of your sweat and some of your time. I hope you're all staying safe during this quarantine, and yeah, we'll be doing this again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.